leg day, 11 weeks out. Definitely feeling the deficit. Definitely felt a kick up the arse, especially on leg days where I feel it the most. It's the most draining, it's the most intense, it requires the most focus, and for me, it's one of the most important bits because I do not want my lower body to be lagging compared to my upper body on stage, especially because I'm doing classic. I've had that experience before in my previous prep where legs have definitely regressed before. I'm a lot more intentional and accurate with my execution when it comes to my legs now. So I'm hoping what affected me before, including niggles and injuries, don't creep in again. Saying that the demand is still there, and as such, a deficit isn't especially great for a leg day. So I'm making this video mainly for myself to watch back in the weeks to come, because I've got 11 weeks to my first show, and then there will be many more shows to come. So I'm making this video for myself to watch back and remind myself, mostly on leg days, because I think that's when I will feel it the most, in terms of why I'm doing this, and to kind of give myself some motivation. Some people will watch this, find it cringy, and that's completely fine. Some people will think, that's not me. But those people probably only know me when I'm not in prep, or they know me through social media, and they don't know the ins and outs of it. And I'm not one to voice too much or too often about my struggles in prep. I just kind of shut down and kind of lock myself away in terms of emotions and deal with it myself. So anyways, enough rambling on, let's get on with the leg day. Let's go. Ooh. 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 Yep. First exercise, adductors. Got squats later, but that doesn't mean we're gonna save anything in the tank and pull any punches here, because these movements build the overall leg, and everything about the lower body is important on stage. When it comes to adductors, I don't want a thigh gap, so even though it's a versatile leg movement, all out. Our second leg movement of the day, seated hammy curls. This is our first and last hamstring movement of the day. Hamstring movements kept pretty low. At the moment, I'm doing about 5 sets a week. So even though this is our only hamstring movement, and this is before all of our quad work today, because our volume is so low, we have to make it count. What I don't want is when I hit my side poses, I have fuck all volume to my legs. And when I turn to the back pose, yes, back is one of my genetic strong points, but what that also means is it becomes very apparent if my glutes and my hamstrings are lagging. So I got 2 working sets to make it count. I don't want a disproportional physique. Let's go. Fuck. Yep.
Nice. Good. Come on. Here. Big break. Drive. Yes. Come on. Squeeze it. All the way. All the way. Come on. Come on. Drive. Yeah, all the way. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck. Whew.
Nice drive. Yeah. Come on. Good. Drive. Good. Well done. Yes, good. Come on. Yeah, brace. Come on. Nice. Plenty there. Squeeze it. Good, good. Keep going. Drive, 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 drive. And again, and again. Come on. Sir? Yeah, try it. Brace. Yeah, good. Let go. Nice.
See, this is why you have to believe in yourself. I massively undershot my set. I was meant to get 5 to 8 reps. I was meant to get 5 to 8 reps and got 10. Still went to failure, but so stimulus is still there. It's just that if I believed in myself, I could have done more. And it's one of those things where naturally, when it comes to bodybuilding, as much as what you guys gather from YouTube or Instagram or just social media in general, I'm not one to back myself too much. And in these lifts, I always go more conservative. But that mindset has to change, especially now I'm 11 weeks out. And when I'm watching this video back, I'll be under 11 weeks out, most likely 10 weeks out, or single digits. And I can't afford to not have confidence in myself. It's hard, but I train hard because the first time I was competing, the first time I competed, I was in the last call-outs. But the fact of the matter is, last call-outs is shit. Like, you stand there on stage and you wait for like ages. You do your mandatories, and then everyone gets back in line. And then you hear like 5 numbers being called out, and you don't hear your own name. And then you realize you're not in the first call-outs. So then you stand in the back, just holding your front relaxed like an idiot. And then they do the second call-outs. They do another 5 names. Well, they might swap someone out of the first call-outs and bring someone else in for comparisons, but then if there's enough people to do the second call-out, and your number doesn't record again, and you start thinking, did they forget about you? And then the second call-out's finish, and then they call your number. And every single other call-out has 5 people, but your class is 13. So when it's time for you to do your comparisons rounds, your call-outs only has 3, and it's the last call-outs. And look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. As much as it is there is a level of respect for anyone who steps on stage, last call-out is awful. Like, my heart sank. And I know that I'm not last call-outs. And as much as, or as cocky as that sounds, I don't want, maybe more accurately, I don't want to be last call-outs ever again in any show. And that feeling of just standing at the back, watching everyone do the comparisons, hit the mandatories, hit the front double buys, the back double buys, the side poses, and you're just there holding your front relaxed, waiting for your turn. It's awful because A, you know you ain't shit, and B, by the time you get to your comparisons, you're cramping up already. So anything but the last call outs. But then everyone's going to be training hard as well. Even the people in the last call outs are training hard like a motherfucker. So in a way, training hard and sticking to prep, your low calories, your morning fasted cardios, everyone's doing that. So that's just the bare minimum, as hard as that sounds. Because if you couldn't do that, then you wouldn't be on the bodybuilding stage anyways. So that's just all the bare minimum. Then you have the extra stuff on top. So leg days on low calories, yeah, it's tough, but everyone else is doing it. So it's a bit like, are you going to do the bare minimum, or are you going to let yourself slack and then step on stage and risk that sinking feeling of being in last call-outs again? So yeah, that's pretty much why. That's pretty much why for the past 2 years I've dedicated myself, I can safely say, to bodybuilding and progress and training hard. It's the best off-season I've had and best prep I've had. That's my motivation. I don't want to feel what I felt again in my first season. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Ooh. Heavy. Let's go.
Yeah, good.
Ain't shit.
And drive. Good. Yes. Come on. Drive. Up. Good. Come on. More. Squeeze. Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Drive. Yo. And again.
Ooh. Ooh.
Sigue. Come on. Drive. Yes. Good. Take it. You take that now. Come on. Come on. Yes. Drive it up. That's yours.
Oh. Whew. Thank you. Phew. See, that's why I should have done it in my first set.
Yeah, you can do it next time.
If I did that as my top set, I would have gotten 5 on my own. That last rep, I would have been in my rep range.
What was that last rep again? 4 or 5?
5th.
That was yours.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, if I did it as my top set, I would have gotten 6 then.
You just paused for a second.
If I did it as a top set, I would have gotten 6.
Any other spot would have touched that.
It's too much of a fucking bitch, man. Mate, this happens all the time. I just undershoot. It's just way too conservative.
Better to undershoot than overshoot though.
Yeah, true. Especially in prep. Squats are finished, which means we'll get into the easier part of leg day, which means it's less of an excuse to bitch out, because at this point I've already done the heavy stuff and the alpha stuff. So if I've done the alpha stuff and the hard stuff already and done it well, as usual, then there's no reason why the easier stuff, quote unquote, should be anything less.
Easy there. Nice. Yeah, just pull it. And drive. Yeah, mate, plenty. Come on. Drive, good. Come on, confidence. Drive, love. Drive. Yeah, that's even easier than the third rep. Drive, good. Come on. Drive, and again. Squeeze. Oh. So inside. Yeah. Yeah, grab off the seat. Oh yeah, mate, so many reps. Drive. Drive, good. Left. Good. Come on. Nice. Somehow. So, không nhau ra. So, yes, and again. Easy. Drive. Yes. Sige. Okay.
I want shredded glutes, so I need to do my split squats. Again, they're hard, but if I want shredded glutes, I need glutes to start with. You wouldn't get chest striations off of someone who's never done a chest press before and got no chest muscle and got a chest like an ironing board. So, same with glutes.
Hey, as long as it helps. And it helps it. It doesn't too much, but in the big legs.
I got small calves, so even this last exercise, I can't slack with them as well. But I'm cooked. So I'm not going to say too much about calves. At this point, I should be cooked, or else I haven't really done leg day correctly, anyways.
佢補充啊，佢補充啊，係。
精神台灣台灣客補充啊，應該係佢㗎啦。如果佢乖乖地打中華，
頭兩就可以同佢分㗎。
係啦，應該好有㗎。如果佢正常，應該俾佢。你話機會聽啲啊？
Yes. Fuck. And that is leg day, all wrapped up. Tough, but every single tough session at this point is amounting to something greater, which is the physique that we're able to bring on stage. And I think it's always important to keep in mind that, yes, you're on low food and sessions are tough now, but it is all going effectively to a greater cause, which is your physique on stage. And I think it's important to not forget about that, because if you have a short-term kind of view or short-sightedness in terms of, oh, it's a tough session and I'm on low food, and you fixate on that, then you're effectively going into the session with the mindset that you are not feeling great. But if you go into the session with a longer-term view and fixating on effectively the package you can bring on stage, then that is something less daunting than my leg day is going to be really tough, and more kind of, it turns your motivation into something more exciting. You know, the motivation isn't to get through the leg day, your motivation is to bring your best on stage. And this leg day, as tough as it will be, is only a small cog and only a small step to something greater. And hence, you know, just give it your all and your best effort, and let that be the be all and end all. So don't focus on too much kind of how you feel in between sets and stuff. Just focus more on giving it your all so that your legs will be the best that they can be on stage. And remember, as I said earlier on, the feeling of the last call out just before you go into your set, in between sets, before your workout, after your workout. And just know that. Just ask yourself, do you want the same feeling to happen this time round again? Because if not, this is what is needed to be done. And if you don't want to do it, then just stand at the back and wait until everyone else has done the call outs, then wait for your turn. With that being said, enjoy prep as much as you can.